Hey there, Adriana. Okay, so your next question that you had was about building a following. So, because this was a pretty broad uh, kind of statement, I don't really know what your intentions are for building a following, right? Because there are models who make full-time incomes who don't have a large following. So it's like I don't know what the purpose of you building a following is for. So I will just give some general tidbits and hopefully they will help out. So when it comes to building a following, again, the first thing you need to know is why do you want to build the following? That goes back to your fundamentals. And then what do you want this following to do? Again, goes back to your fundamentals. Why, goals, etc. Um, and when it comes to building a following, once you know why you want to do it and what the goal of having a big following is for, the next thing you do is create a plan to execute the goal that the following is for. It sounds really like simplistic, but when it comes to growing a large following, I think a lot of people, and does not mean that this is you, but I think that a lot of people feel like, oh, the more followers I have, the more opportunities I'll have, the more bookings I'll get. And to a degree, there are always going to be some clients who need to have a model with a large following because they feel like that model's name or notoriety or being like just seen by so many people is going to help boost their product. But you have to remember, as a model, your job is to complete the campaign, to do the shoot, to succeed at the runway show. Your job is not to leverage your platform for the benefit of the client. That's like that is some new age stuff. Like, think about it. Think about every single supermodels from the 90s and the 2000s. Even when there was versions of social media, it was not the model's job, even though they had so much notoriety, to cross promote the campaign on their platforms. Could they? Sure. Is it an added bonus and an added perk? Of course. But they're models. They're not influencers. They're not content creators. They're not UGC creators. They're models. Their job is to have their likeness and their image and their time and their talents utilized to sell a product to a client through that campaign, not through their platform. So when models say like, "Oh, I want to have this big platform," it's just like, okay, why? Could it possibly give you an opportunity? Sure, maybe. But if you're really serious about actually modeling, the big following is a perk at best. It is not going to be this overwhelming requirement for you to get paid bookings. There are clients that I've booked that have paid me thousands of dollars who have never looked at my social media. They looked at my portfolio, they looked at my digitals, might even check to see if I had an agency, but they didn't make their decision based on how big of a following I had, because the job to promote the campaign is on marketing, it's on advertising, it's on PR, it's not on the model. So when we're thinking about building this big old following, it's just like, okay, and when you have it, then what? Are you going to start going down the influencer path to leverage that to make money? Like, again, that's cool if you want to do that, but also that has nothing to do with modeling. So it's cool if you want to build a following, to have people who, you know, follow you and keep up on you. But I think a better use of every model's time is building a network of people who just happen to follow you, right? So having a network of people is different than having a following. Having a network of people can get you jobs off of social media, whether they follow you or not. See what I'm saying? Having a network of people who actually work in your industry and do what you do inside of your location, that's how you can get paid jobs that aren't published on social media. You see where I'm going with this? Having that network of people follow you on social media is cool, because then even if they haven't thought of you in a while, if you pop up on their feed, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this girl, I met her here. Oh, actually, I have this job, this project coming up. Let me reach out to her. It's a perk. It is a very good perk. But just this need and this want and this desire and this push to have this like big following, I think a lot of times is misplaced, because and I'm not saying this is you in particular, but I think just at large, we have gotten so mixed and muddled when it comes to the entertainment industry and front facing, camera facing talent that you have people who do so many different things that you don't really realize what an actor's role is, what a model's role is, what an influencer's role is, what a content creator's role is, what a UGC creator's role is, because so many people do all of those things and so many of those skills are transferable that you often forget actually as a model I just need to do this shoot or this campaign. I don't have to publish it. I will because the shots are going to be good, but it's not required of me to do that in order to make my money. Just saying. All right, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any other questions, you know what to do.